Today we're going to draw a rough sketch of the respiratory system. You're going to need red, blue, any extra color. I chose green, and just a normal pen or pencil. So we're actually going to start like that. Okay, so this is the very top. This is your throat, which we call the pharynx. Okay, then down below, I'd like you to draw a box in this tube. Make sure you're doing it in the correct tube. It's not really a box, but that would be the larynx, also known as your voice box. And then down below that, and it is kind of bendy like this, is going to be the trachea, also known as the windpipe. So this other branch over here is actually the esophagus, which is part of the digestive system. It's layered behind this. It doesn't really come out to the side, but we can't draw two things at once. And then this leads to your stomach. This should be in your intestines, so we'll just label this stomach. Okay, and then so how does air and food know where to go? You have a structure called the epiglottis, and it will close off your windpipe when you swallow so that food goes into the correct pipe. So right up here, go ahead and make that little cartilage flap. Okay, so it's open when you're breathing, and then it closes to let food go down the correct pipe. Let's continue on with the lungs. So at the bottom of the trachea, it will branch off into the two lungs, and these are called the bronchi. Bronchi is plural because it's actually both of them. Bronchus is singular. Now the bronchi then branch into a bunch of even smaller tubes called the bronchioles. I'm sure you've heard of bronchitis before. That's an inflammation. So just keep making branches. Like I said, this is very exaggerated. Doesn't have to be perfect. You get the idea of the branches. And we'll do that on this side too. You don't have to be the best artist. Okay, those are going to be the bronchioles. So these are the large branches, and these are the smaller branches within the lungs. I think it'll be easier to see if we actually draw lungs on here. Hopefully this helps to make more sense. Don't forget left is on the right and right is on the left because we're looking at a front view. So this is going to be the right, this is going to be the left. Can label it lung, just like that. And your heart actually sits in between, if you want to draw that on there. It's a lot bigger. At the end of the bronchioles are going to be the air sacs called alveoli. Sometimes people say alveoli. This is the site of emphysema. This is why you don't smoke. You damage those delicate air sacs. So when you breathe in, air is going to travel down all these different tubes, past the mucus and cilia hairs and all that good stuff. And it's going to fill these air sacs, and this is where oxygen jumps into the bloodstream, specifically the red blood cells. So we're going to have to put some blood inside these lungs. Make sure we label the alveoli. All right, now we need to put some blood in there because that's the whole point of breathing, is to get the oxygen in. So the air sacs are surrounded, you can just draw squiggly lines. This is technically the circulatory system. and they surround the air sacs. So we know we have blood coming in and out of the heart on both sides. And so these vessels are going to connect back up with the heart. And that's our rough sketch of the respiratory system and the digestive system.